What happens when one of reality TV's most controversial figures ends up making headlines again from behind bars? Well, according to explosive new reports, Josh Duggar is once again at the center of a massive controversy. And this time, it involves alleged jailhouse emails, shocking swimsuit requests, and messages that are now spreading all over the internet. The reports, first highlighted by entertainment media outlets including II headlines, claim that Duggar allegedly sent NSFW-style requests while serving his prison sentence. And as expected, social media absolutely exploded after the story surfaced. Today, we're breaking down everything being reported, why people are reacting so strongly, and how this controversy is reopening old conversations surrounding the Duggar family legacy. For years, the Duggar family built a massive public image around conservative family values. Millions of viewers watched their lives unfold on television, seeing them presented as the picture-perfect American religious household. But over time, scandals surrounding Josh Duggar completely changed public perception. Now, even from prison, his name is back in headlines once again. According to circulating reports, recently leaked jailhouse communications allegedly revealed bizarre and inappropriate requests connected to swimsuits and personal photos. While some details remain unconfirmed publicly, entertainment blogs and online commentators have been heavily discussing the contents of these alleged messages. The story quickly spread across Reddit, TikTok, YouTube, and celebrity gossip forums, with many users expressing disbelief that Duggar could once again become the center of another disturbing controversy. Some online reactions described the reports as deeply unsettling, while others questioned how these communications became public in the first place. And almost immediately, people began asking one major question. How does someone already serving time for serious crimes continue generating scandals from inside prison? As soon as the reports started trending, social media erupted. On X, formerly Twitter, thousands of users reposted headlines and reacted with anger, sarcasm, and frustration. Many critics argued that the alleged requests reflected behavior patterns people had worried about for years. Meanwhile, YouTube commentary channels began uploading reaction videos almost instantly, analyzing every reported detail and discussing the Duggar family's long and controversial history. Some creators even pointed out how shocking it felt to see Josh Duggar's name dominating headlines again, despite being physically removed from public life. Others focused less on the alleged emails themselves and more on the larger cultural conversation surrounding fame, reality television, and accountability. One viral comment read, "Every time people think the Duggar story is over, another headline appears." That post alone reportedly gained hundreds of thousands of views within hours. And while supporters of the Duggar family remained mostly silent publicly, critics were far more vocal. Many argued that the situation shows how deeply public trust in the Duggar brand has collapsed over the years. Part of the reason this story exploded so quickly is because the Duggar family was once seen as one of the most recognizable conservative families in American television. For years, they built an image centered around morality, discipline, and strict religious values. That's why every controversy connected to Josh Duggar tends to generate massive public attention. People aren't just reacting to one alleged email scandal. They're reacting to years of headlines, legal issues, interviews, and public disappointment tied to the family name. And because of that history, even small reports connected to Duggar now spread incredibly fast online. Some media analysts believe the fascination comes from the contrast between the family's original public image and the scandals that later emerged. Others say audiences are simply drawn to shocking celebrity controversies, especially involving former reality TV stars. Either way, the internet clearly cannot stop talking about the situation. As the story continued spreading online, many people began focusing on another major issue, the alleged jailhouse emails themselves. How were these messages exposed? Were they officially leaked? And are all the reported details actually verified? Those questions quickly became part of the controversy. Several online discussions pointed out that prison communications are often monitored, depending on the facility and communication method being used. Because of that, many viewers started debating whether the alleged messages were authentic, or whether parts of the story may have been exaggerated by gossip outlets looking for clicks. But despite those questions, the headlines alone were enough to ignite another viral firestorm. Entertainment blogs pushed dramatic titles. Reaction channels amplified the claims. And within hours, clips discussing the scandal were appearing everywhere online. Some people criticized the media coverage, saying certain outlets were sensationalizing the story without full confirmation. Others argued that, given Josh Duggar's past controversies, public skepticism toward him was inevitable. And honestly, that divide in public opinion became one of the biggest parts of the conversation. One thing many people noticed almost immediately was the silence from the Duggar family itself. As headlines exploded online, fans and critics alike waited to see whether any family member would respond publicly. But at least initially, there was a little to no direct comment. That silence led to even more speculation. Some social media users believed the family was intentionally avoiding attention to prevent making the situation worse. Others felt they had learned from previous scandals that public statements often create even bigger media chaos. Over the years, the Duggar family has repeatedly faced intense public scrutiny whenever Josh Duggar becomes part of a controversy. And because of that history, many observers think the family now prefers staying quiet rather than engaging directly with internet backlash. Still, the lack of response didn't stop the online conversation. If anything, it made people even more curious. TikTok creators started dissecting old interviews. Reddit threads revisited past scandals. And commentary channels began connecting this latest controversy to the Duggar family's long history in reality television. For many viewers, this wasn't just another celebrity scandal anymore. It had become part of a much bigger story about fame, image, and public trust. Years ago, the Duggar name represented something completely different in American pop culture. Their television appearances attracted huge audiences. Many viewers admired their lifestyle, family structure, and religious values. At one point, they were considered one of reality TV's most recognizable families. But everything changed once multiple scandals surrounding Josh Duggar became public. Since then, the family's reputation has never fully recovered. And according to many online commentators, this newest controversy only adds to the damage. Some critics argue that the Duggar brand completely collapsed because audiences felt betrayed by the contrast between the family's public image and the allegations tied to Josh Duggar over the years. Others believe reality television itself played a role by turning private family matters into public entertainment. Now, every new headline connected to the family instantly attracts attention, especially online. And in today's internet culture, controversy spreads faster than ever. One viral TikTok discussing the alleged swimsuit requests reportedly gained massive engagement within a single day, with thousands of users debating whether the story was shocking, predictable, or simply another example of internet sensationalism. No matter what side people were on, one thing became obvious. The Duggar name still carries enormous controversy, even years after their television dominance ended. But the story doesn't stop there. Because as reactions kept pouring in online, some people started uncovering even more disturbing discussions connected to the alleged emails, including debates about prison behavior, celebrity obsession, and why controversial figures continue dominating internet headline long after disappearing from television. Section 7. Why controversial figures never fully disappear. One of the biggest questions people are asking right now is simple. Why does someone like Josh Duggar continue dominating headlines even while serving time in prison? For many observers, the answer comes down to the strange relationship between celebrity culture and controversy. In the modern internet era, scandals spread faster than facts. The moment a shocking headline appears, reaction videos, TikTok clips, Reddit discussions, and reposted articles begin multiplying across every platform almost instantly. And when the person involved already has a long history of public controversy, the attention becomes even bigger. That's exactly what happened here. The alleged jailhouse emails became more than just another entertainment headline. They became viral internet content. People debated them, memed them, reacted emotionally to them. And in many cases, creators used the story to revisit years of Duggar-related scandals all over again. Some media analysts believe controversial public figures remain relevant because audiences are emotionally invested in the downfall itself. Others argue that social media algorithms simply reward outrage. The more shocking the story sounds, the faster it spreads. And because Josh Duggar's name already carries years of public baggage, even unconfirmed reports quickly explode online. That's why this story became impossible to ignore. Another reason this controversy spread so aggressively is because internet culture has changed dramatically over the last decade. Years ago, celebrity scandals mainly lived in tabloids and gossip magazines. Now, they dominate entire social media ecosystems. One headline can instantly become thousands of reaction posts. One rumor can turn into millions of views overnight. And once people begin reacting emotionally, the story takes on a life of its own. That's exactly what happened after these reports surfaced. YouTube creators started making breakdown videos. TikTok users stitched reactions together. Comment sections became battle zones filled with arguments, jokes, anger, and disbelief. Some people focused on the disturbing nature of the alleged requests. Others criticized entertainment media for turning every controversy into clickbait. And some users questioned whether society has become too obsessed with watching public downfalls unfold in real time. But regardless of the opinions, attention kept growing. Because controversy sells online, especially when the story involves someone already surrounded by years of scandal and public criticism. And unfortunately for the Duggar family, that means their name continues resurfacing every time another shocking report appears. Final section. Conclusion. At the center of all this is a reality that many former television stars eventually face. Once your life becomes public entertainment, controversy rarely stays private forever. For the Duggar family, that reality has followed them for years. And now these alleged jailhouse email reports have once again pulled Josh Duggar back into the spotlight, triggering another massive wave of online backlash, debate, and media attention. Whether every reported detail is ultimately verified or not, one thing is already clear. The internet has turned this story into another major viral controversy. And in today's digital world, once something goes viral, it can spread globally within hours. Right now, audiences continue debating the allegations, analyzing reactions, and revisiting the Duggar family's complicated legacy. Some believe the attention is justified. Others think internet outrage culture has gone too far. But either way, the headlines continue spreading. And as long as public fascination with scandal remains this powerful, stories like this will likely keep dominating online conversations for years to come. Outro. So, what do you think about these shocking reports surrounding Josh Duggar's alleged jailhouse emails? Do you think the internet overreacts to celebrity controversies? Or is public criticism completely justified in situations like this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more trending celebrity news and viral headline breakdowns. Intro. Another Duggar family headline is making waves online. And this time, the focus is on a deeply personal letter. According to recent reports highlighted by AI headlines, Jessa Duggar allegedly wrote an emotional birthday letter to her brother, Josh Duggar, while he continues serving his prison sentence. The reported message included the words, "Praying for you." And as soon as news of the letter surfaced, the internet immediately exploded with reactions. Some people defended Jessa's decision to support her brother privately. Others strongly criticized any public sympathy shown toward Josh Duggar because of his criminal convictions and long history of controversy. Now, the situation has reignited old debates surrounding loyalty, family bonds, forgiveness, and accountability inside one of America's most controversial reality TV families. Today, we're breaking down everything being reported, why social media is reacting so intensely, and how this latest headline is once again placing the Duggar family under massive public scrutiny. Section 1. The reported letter. According to entertainment reports circulating online, Jessa Duggar allegedly sent Josh Duggar a personal birthday message while he remains incarcerated. The reports claim the note was emotional, supportive, and centered around faith and prayer. While the full contents of the alleged letter have not been officially confirmed publicly, headlines quickly focused on one specific phrase reportedly included in the message: "Praying for you." That single line immediately became the center of online debate. Within hours, social media users started sharing screenshots of articles, reacting emotionally across TikTok, Reddit, X, and YouTube commentary channels. For some people, the letter represented a sister maintaining family ties during an extremely painful situation. Others saw it very differently. Critics argued that public sympathy toward Josh Duggar remains highly controversial because of the serious nature of his crimes. And because the Duggar family has been publicly connected to years of scandals, even a private birthday message quickly became national entertainment news. That's how powerful the Duggar name still is online. Even personal family moments now become viral public discussions almost instantly. Section 2. Social media reaction. As the reports spread, reactions online became extremely divided. Some users defended Jessa Duggar, arguing that family relationships are complicated and emotional, especially during major life events like birthdays, imprisonment, and public scandals. Many supporters pointed out that praying for someone does not necessarily mean defending their actions. Others emphasized the Duggar family's deeply religious background, saying faith-based forgiveness has always been central to how the family approaches conflict and hardship. But critics strongly pushed back against that argument. Many online commenters said the situation highlights what they view as a long-standing problem inside the Duggar family culture, prioritizing forgiveness and image management over accountability. Some social media users even accused certain family members of remaining too publicly supportive of Josh Duggar, despite the public outrage surrounding his conviction. That criticism spread quickly. TikTok creators began posting reaction videos analyzing the family dynamic. Reddit threads revisited old interviews and past scandals. And YouTube commentary channels started debating whether public support from relatives damages the Duggar family's already fragile reputation even further. One viral comment read, "Every Duggar headline turns into another argument about loyalty versus accountability." And honestly, that perfectly summarized the internet reaction. Because this controversy isn't just about one birthday letter anymore. For many people, it's about years of unresolved public frustration connected to the Duggar family story. Section 3. Why this story hit so hard. Part of the reason this headline spread so rapidly is because audiences remain deeply fascinated by the Duggar family's transformation over the years. At one point, they were viewed as one of America's most recognizable conservative reality TV families. Millions of viewers watched their lives unfold on television. Their image was built around religion, family values, discipline, and wholesome public appearances. But after Josh Duggar's scandals became public, that image completely changed. Since then, nearly every Duggar-related headline has triggered intense public debate. And because of that history, even something as personal as a birthday message instantly becomes controversial. Some media analysts believe the public reaction comes from disappointment. Others think audiences are drawn to the emotional complexity of families dealing with scandal in public view. Either way, the story touched a nerve online. Because people aren't just reacting to one reported letter. They're reacting to everything the Duggar family has represented over the past decade. And surprisingly, the biggest debate may still be coming next. As the story continued spreading online, one major debate completely took over social media. Should family loyalty still exist publicly after someone becomes involved in serious criminal controversy? That question became the center of countless online arguments. Some people strongly defended Jessa Duggar's reported decision to contact her brother on his birthday. They argued that no matter how terrible a situation becomes, family bonds are incredibly difficult to break. According to many supporters, writing "praying for you" does not automatically mean approving of someone's past behavior. Instead, they viewed the message as a reflection of faith, compassion, and personal family connection. But critics completely disagreed. Many online users argued that public support, even emotional or religious support, can send the wrong message when the person involved has been convicted of serious crimes. That criticism intensified across platforms like Reddit and TikTok, where users debated whether Duggar family members should distance themselves more publicly from Josh Duggar. Some commenters even claim the controversy reflects a larger cultural issue surrounding celebrity families protecting their image during scandals. And because the Duggar family spent years promoting strict religious and moral values on television, every decision they make now receives even more scrutiny. One viral post summed it up this way: "People aren't just reacting to Josh anymore. They're reacting to the entire Duggar legacy." That statement spread rapidly online because many viewers felt it explained why emotions surrounding the story became so intense. Section 5. The Duggar family's complicated public image. For years, the Duggar family carefully built a very specific public identity. Their television appearances focused heavily on faith, modesty, discipline, and traditional family values. To many viewers, they represented an idealized version of conservative family life. But after multiple scandals involving Josh Duggar became public, that image began collapsing. Since then, every public appearance, interview, or family statement connected to the Duggars has been analyzed heavily online.